Yeah. So the fumble, yeah, it was it was crazy. I wouldn't even say I was necessarily in the doghouse. It was more of them making sure that I was mentally ready to go back in because I was harder on myself than anybody really could have been on me about the fumble. It was my first Big Ten carry and I fumbled it, so it was like it was demoralizing to me. But I mean, I just kind of got past it. It really wasn't that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things because I know I don't have fumble troubles and I never did, so it's kind of a freak thing. But
Do you think you're a better back today maybe because of the experience?
100%.
Yeah.
100%. The fumble was definitely the best thing to happen to me this season. As far as locking me in on everything is everything.
All right, up to your left there, Anthony.
Yeah, watching Blake Corum and Donovan Edwards now for almost a whole season, what have you picked up about their game and things that you maybe apply to your own game?
Well, they both kind of have their different traits and things. They have their strong suits. I mean, in this offense, you got to be a patient runner. So that was the first thing I pulled from Blake. When I got here, I was going through everything fast, 100% speed, and practicing all that. But kind of watching him and his reps kind of helped me realize that you can't really run fast through the mesh, or you can't really run fast through everything. It's not like high school. You got to be patient and wait for things to develop. Dono more the mental side of the game, so that's what I pulled from those two.
Farther to the left there, Aaron.
CJ, could you speak to your relationship with Coach Harbaugh and kind of what brought you here to Michigan?
My relationship with Coach Harbaugh is strong. I mean, in the recruiting process, he treated me like I was a 5-star. He didn't really treat me like I was a 3-star, and I loved that from him. And they showed me love and brought me down here and on my visit. And I don't know if that people noticed, but I committed halfway through my official, so I didn't want to go anywhere else, and they didn't want me to go anywhere else. So it's kind of a perfect fit.
Off to your right here, Ryan.
I actually was trying to ask you about the recruiting process too. I mean, going back to that, how much did, when you were considering other schools as well, how much did on-field performance weigh into decisions when you were weighing different schools?
Obviously, the biggest thing I looked at was the depth chart. I looked at the depth chart and who the coaches were, and Michigan had the best of both worlds. I felt like I could come in here and make an early impact despite what people thought I could do. So I really just came in and kind of showed people what I can do. I kind of looked at the depth chart and the coaches, and I felt like this was the best fit.
All right, dead ahead there, we're going to take one from Alejandro.
You were just talking about being treated like a 5-star. I'm curious if you could explain what that means, and then also just talk about being recruited by Mike Hart. And also the reset.
Well, so what I meant by that was like in high school, I was ranked lower than I should have been. Personally, that's what I feel. I'm definitely not a 3-star. I want to get that out there first. But I just wanted to like when I was going around for my visits, all the experience were different and similar. But when I kind of came here, they kind of rolled out the red carpet and everything. I kind of got treated like basically what I was trying to say was I got treated higher than people would see, or people would think I would get treated based on my ranking. So
How does Mike Hart apply to that when you're being recruited, and now what's he like as a coach?
I don't think Coach Hart ever cared about my ranking. If he did, he wouldn't have recruited me. So that was he just trusted in me as a player. So I think he just turned on my tape versus kind of seeing what recruiting experts kind of thought about me. So
Back out to Doug.
You posted something on social media working out with a former South Carolina player.
Ryan Brewer.
Yeah, and how did that come about, and what did you get out of that?
So Ryan Brewer is he was a running back that played at South Carolina, and I'm from South Carolina, and in that area, like 15 minutes away from campus. His wife worked at the school that I went to, so I always kind of had a close relationship with him. We did field work, weight work, everything like before I was about to leave. So he kind of helped me with that transition.
And in his career, he had a big game against Ohio State, correct?
Really big game.
Did you guys talk about that?
Oh yeah, all the time. If you saw the caption, it was Buckeye Killer. That's what I call him.